Hey, Jonathan. How's your trip going? Hey, Betty. Hey, PW. I wished I could figure out how to put my logo in my avatar. I ain't figured that part out yet. But anyway, what's up, Skinner? Have you been able to figure that out, Jonathan? How to put the avatar up there? It's not been a good day. Oh, I'm sorry, Betty. Sending prayers your way. So, how do y'all like the red ambiance I've got going on here? I'm at home finally relaxing and painting my nails black. I used to do nails, PW. I could have put a set of acrylic nails on you and painted them black and done them coffin shape. I used to paint my nails black all the time. So, step back, so he's going to be in the hospital a few months. Oh no, I hate to hear that. What's up, Vegas? What's happening? Yeah, I graduated nail school. I was going to get my license, but I went from nail school into um, aesthetics, and I was going to wait to graduate aesthetics and then get both my license at the same. Go get my nail license and get my aesthetic license, and then do nails on the side and get a job at a dermatologist office here in town. But I broke and shattered my wrist and radial arm bone, and I couldn't finish school. What's up, Dylan? About to run to the grocery store. I did that earlier. I had to pick up some old sandwich meat and some bread and some mayo. Just woke up. You got to work this evening or tonight? Oh, excuse me. So how's everybody's week been going so far, Betty? I know yours is not been doing too well. Now I work two weeks straight off. You taking the night off then, huh? I don't blame you. 14 days consecutive is no fun. You got to try running about 74 days straight, working 10 to 12 hours a day with no days off. That sucks. That's why I haven't been talking to anyone. I ain't been talking to no one either. Or, that's bad grammar. I haven't been talking to anyone either. Fine, okay, I'm just here at home watching YouTube. I've done over 2K in 90 days. Wow, in 9 days. That's freaking awesome. That's freaking amazing. Good job. Good job. It's like, where the fuck did it go? Right? I hear you. I hear you. Like I went to the store, got me a pack of sandwich meat, which is it's a 1 pound pack of sandwich meat, a loaf of bread, a jar of mayonnaise, and spent $18. And I'm like, what? Are you joking? I don't know how long I'll be on. That's what I said. Don't need to be down there. Not Betty, you're all right. Do what you got to do. Yeah, but trying to get things paid before this F1 shit show gets here. Oh yeah, that Formula One. It ain't happened yet. When does it get there? Like December? Everything's yeah, it is. It's expensive. I just got through forking out $250 on my zero turn mower and got it back running again. So Thanksgiving is when it will be. Okay, yeah, that's right. I'll be in Sedona. I'm taking that week off. I don't blame you. I'd bounce too. That place is going to be nothing but like what you said, a shit show. I'm waiting for this cooler weather to get back here now. This 3 days running of 80 degrees. I turned my air conditioner off 2 weeks ago because it got cool. It was in the 30s for lows, and I was like, well, I don't need the air conditioner running because it stayed pretty decent in the house all day. But now it's gotten back up to 80 degrees. So my daughter and I cleaned the house today and decluttered. Well, that's good. I know I've been slowly doing a little bit of stuff every day around here, piddling around and getting things ready for winter. What's up, Bootsy? That's interesting. Superstition Mountain. Sedona, Arizona. Superstition Mountain. What is? I ain't never heard of Superstition Mountain. What is that? Sounds interesting. Like what PW said, it sounds interesting. Sorry, I'm not typing in the chat, trying to figure out the buses to get to the store, but I'm listening. You're good. You're good. Never been. We'll be filming when we go. Good deal. Good deal. I want to see it. I may have to do a little looking it up and seeing what it's all about. It has been featured on Ghost Adventures. Huh. What's up, Mr. Vegas? I'm ready for wintertime. These freaking gnats. Some people call them fruit flies. I don't know where they're coming from because, well, they're coming from outside. And they come in, I guess, every time whenever I go out and come back in. I can't get rid of them. Somebody says that you could take vinegar, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, a little bit of water, and some dish soap and mix it up, and it attracts them. But I've got four little bitty bowls. I got two sitting in the living room and two sitting in the kitchen, and they ain't got none of them in it. They ain't attracted to that crap. Can I come up and talk about it? Well, yes, ma'am, you sure can. Hold on. Let me, this is the first time I've invited somebody on here, so bear with me. Okay. Uh, Vegas, send me a message on Messenger. Maybe I can do it. It may want me to update it or do some kind of crap. Okay, there we go. I don't know what this thing is doing. Hold on. No. Hold on. Let me try this again. There we go. Messenger on the laptop has gotten completely. There you go. Now let's see how this is going to work. You got it. I'll take spring again. Yeah, I don't think fall has got here yet. Now I got to see where this thing pops up at, where she pops up at. Oh, I heard it. There we go.
Changed it. Hey.
What's up?
Mr.
Huh?
Vegas says, Mr. Vegas says hello.
What's up, Mr. Vegas?
Nothing much. Just finished my management training today. I finished my final assessment with 100%. Got one day, and then I get to go back to work.
There you go.
Yeah, we've been working a lot, so we've been pretty much antisocial.
Hey, it's all good. Life happens. YouTube is, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And for Nats, it's apple cider vinegar, and just put it in your just put it in a little cup, put it on your sink, and then put it some outside. It's because the water actually kind of, I think what it does is it dilutes the smell, so that's probably why you haven't had any. But just put straight apple cider vinegar in it, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I can see them hovering around like on the back porch.
Right.
Two different kinds. There's some that look like a fruit fly, like a little bitty gnat looking thing.
Oh, the little no-see-ums.
No, they're not no-see-ums. They're gnats here. They're like, it's hard to explain. And then there's bigger ones. There's a little bit bigger ones that's got like a little bit broader wings on it. And they're aggravating as crap. I mean,
I do not miss that at all. Oh my God.
And
you can keep that.
They've only been bad this year.
Well, think about it. You've had so much rain and so many hurricanes that it's attracted because they're water bug. Like they're attracted to the water.
Right. Well, we haven't had hardly any rain. We didn't get none. The only rain we actually really got was when Helene come through, and we didn't get much at all off of her. We got it before Helene come up through.
Right.
But that was the only rain we've had just about all summer. So we're probably going to have a cold, wet winter.
Yeah, we are too. We're going to have a fucking crazy winter. Our winter, like, it's still hot here. It gets to 70 degrees next week, thank God. And then after that, it's just going to start going down. And I'm excited. I really am, because I'm so sick and tired of this heat. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's been 80s here the last 3-4 days. So I'm ready for it to drop back off again.
Me too. I'm ready for like, because ours, we go from summer to freaking winter. We don't have seasons, and it sucks.
Yeah, we really don't. We had 4 seasons last year. We actually had a spring and a fall last year, but I think it's going to go back to where we usually don't have. We have like a week or two of decent, good, cool weather, and then it gets warm, and then it goes right into freaking winter.
There you go. That's going to be everyone's fate this year. It's like, screw all of you people. I'm going to do what I want. All right. So Superstition Mountain is in Sedona, Arizona. And David and I, Mr. Vegas and I don't know his name, Mr. Vegas and I, we were deciding on where we wanted to go, because I don't know if we wanted to go to Alcatraz, Sedona, or if I wanted to go towards Fallon, Nevada. So I was like, which one do you want to do? And we've both been trying to go to Sedona now, probably for maybe the last 2 years, but everything, has kind of like avoided us to go. So basically, it's, so what has happened is in Superstition Mountain, people have actually disappeared. Because go ahead.
No way.
Yeah, people have actually disappeared because there is a spot around the mountain that is actually a vortex to another dimension. And people have come through looking for gold, and they've actually climbed Superstition Mountain looking for gold because there's rumored that there's gold. So a lot of the miners, prospectors, whatever, have tried to go through Superstition Mountain to find it, and they've always disappeared in the vortex on the mountain.
Is that okay? I've seen something like that on the Discovery Channel. Is that place where you have like people that are into like yoga type situations, and it's like there's another realm that they're trying to reach or get to?
Yes.
That place is freaking cool. I want to go.
That's where we're going, and that's when now we're going to actually go check it out. I'm not going to that area because it's a huge hike, but I want to check it out. I want to go see if I can feel it. And if I can feel it, the rumors are true. But if I can't feel anything, then it's just superstition, as we all call it.
They say that there's people that believe that there's another race of people that are inside the mountain, that people,
yes,
you have to enlighten yourself and do all this other kind of stuff, and you'll get to see it. You'll be there.
Right. But and basically you either can get caught up and you stay, or you get lost and you die.
Yeah. That place, it seemed like it's a pretty cool place to visit.
There's also a ghost town over there, and I want to check that out too. And then there's also there's also a river area over there as well, and I want to check that out. So, because I don't know when we're going to go. I think we're probably going to go that Wednesday into Thursday, or we're going to leave early, stupid Friday morning and then just come back Friday night. I'm not sure yet.
Right.
Because, he still has to go to work and I still have to go to work, but I'm going to be taking that Tuesday off because that Formula One starts that Tuesday night. That Tuesday afternoon is when they start closing down the roads. And they pretty much closed down Flamingo. They closed down Harmon. They closed down Sands, but Las Vegas Boulevard. And then they also closed down Cabol. And it's just a huge shit show. And the Strip is where a lot of us are making our money right now because we're having so much shit going on. This past weekend was When We Were Young Festival. Last weekend was another thing. NASCAR was here. I mean, we've had so many events just in the last 3 weeks. And that's where we're making our money. And a lot of us are like, well, fuck this shit. These people want to get a ride. You know what? Take a damn taxi. Let the taxis make the money. At least just for that shit show weekend.
Right.
So it was here last year, and last year, during Formula One, we went to, what did we do? So we went to Glitter Mountain, which, oh my God, if you guys ever come out to the West Coast, go to Glitter Mountain. It's towards Utah and Arizona. It has gypsum selenite, and I actually have a whole bunch of it. And it's laying all over the ground.
Oh, since you mentioned that, this mountain that you're supposed to, Superstition Mountain, they say it's supposed to have like certain jewels and stones and stuff there too that people have been, that they kind of mine and stuff and get out of there.
Yes, that's a lot of reasons why people are going there as well, so they can mine crystals that are out there. And that's what I've actually started getting into rock hounding. Like, we have a place in Gemfield, Nevada, which is a little past Goldfield, and it has Jasper Lavender. Oh my God, I can't even say this. Clairnoli. I can't even say the damn word. Right. It's like a citrine color. It's like for citrine. Mm-hmm. And then it has jadeite at it. And then it has 2 other crystals that I still don't know what they are, but it has 5 things of crystals and they're all each in different spots. Yeah. And we actually went and I got the jadeite and I've got the Jasper Lavender, and some of the rocks that I actually hounded, picked up, actually have drusies in them, like the cluster of sparkles on the side.
Yeah, I love the drusies that are in some.
Bro, they're so pretty.
I have a skull that I just purchased 2 weeks ago. It got marked down to absolutely a crazy low level, and it's almost the size of my palm in my hand, and it's got a couple of druzy pockets in it. Man, it is freaking.
Oh my God, that's so pretty. I love it. So
I was going to tell you, when you're out rock hounding, or like if you're in the desert or anywhere close to a dry riverbed or something, or even close to a river, take you a UV light. It's got to be like 365, however they
Oh, we
level it,
have them.
and look for stone, because a lot of your crystals will they call UV. A lot of your crystals will UV as well.
Yeah, we've seen them a lot in the museums. They actually have them in the museums where you turn off the UV and you can actually see their regular colors, and then you turn on the UV. I actually featured that in some of my videos too.
Yeah.
I think it was at Pioche.
Yeah. I fell in love with Euperlite because that was the first crystal or stone or rock or whatever you guys want to call them that actually UV'd. And I seen it, and I just fell in love with Euperlite because it UV's so pretty.
It gives it a whole different vibe. It really does. It gives it a whole different vibe. So I actually have another place that I'm going to go to that I have access to anytime I want, because the guy that I follow, he does this one place in Fallon, Nevada. That's why we were gonna go to Fallon, Nevada, and he actually has a fluorite rock hounding mountain where you can rock hound fluorite.
Fluorite UV is pretty too.
Oh, it is gorgeous. Oh my God. And I have access to that mountain anytime I want to go. He just says, hey, let me know when you're coming, and you can just go and you can just get whatever you want. Cause he knows, cause I told him I only wanted a couple of pieces because I have so many crystals as it is. Oh my God.
Will you get me a piece?
I sure will.
I will pay you to get me a good.
Shut up.
What kind of, is it blue, purple, green?
It's purple, green, and some of it is pink, and it's white, and it's clear.
Yeah.
Some of it is like it's like an off-white. There's like, I'll send you his page on Facebook, and you can follow it because he's always posting about it.
Fluorite is real pretty too.
It is, and it's actually good for your mental health.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely get you a piece. You don't have to pay me. Just shut it. Just. You know how I am you know how I am with crystals. I foster them and then I give them away. You fucking know this, bro. Come on now.
I got a big collection, and I've got several pretty pieces of fluorite, man. And it's just, I love it.
Well, I also like getting them from the mountain because they're raw and they don't have anybody's energy on them.
Exactly. See, that's the reason I need to get like a couple of raw pieces of certain stones, because the ones that I've got are polished, and it takes that energy and stuff away from it.
When I send that to you, but it's actually, I think what you have to do is you'll have to polish it. But the one I'm also going to send you to, I'm going to also send you some gypsum cellulite as well as the one that I picked up last year, because I love the fact that I picked it up from the ground because it didn't have anybody's energy on it. Right. And that right there, it's you can feel the ground. You can feel Mother Earth. Oh my God. When you pick something up from the actual ground, you can feel the actual like energy from the earth. And that's what I love about raw crystals.
Yeah.
I hate getting crystals from a spiritual store now. I won't. If I absolutely have to, I will, but I'd rather pick it up off the ground.
Exactly. Well, it's like you say, I mean, it's raw. It's got that energy in it. When you start, other people handling it, you start polishing it, it takes that energy away from it.
Exactly. And so we let's see, what did we do? And then we went to Death Valley. We're going to go back. Death Valley is so pretty. Then we went to LA, went to Barstow, hung out in Barstow, went off-roading in Barstow. Oh, that was fun. I thought I was going to hit the mountains with my truck. Jesus Christ. That mountain was so close. Oh my God, I thought I was going to rub against it with my truck at the time when I had the Durango. Jesus Christ. And then we went to the beach. And that's it. So from like Tuesday afternoon until that Sunday, we just did a lot of exploring. That's what we're going to do again this year too.
Yeah.
Because it just sucks that it's on Thanksgiving though, because last year it was the week before and it was easier for Mr. Vegas to get it off. Yeah. And then this year, I don't know why they put it on Thanksgiving, because Vegas is dead here on Thanksgiving anyways.
Right.
So why would you put a race during that weekend? Nobody cares about it anyways. Like the ticket sales are actually not doing so well. And
That's crazy how they would take and put something on a holiday where people are going to be gone and traveling and they're not going to make nothing.
exactly. Like it didn't do good here when it was here in 1981 when it was behind Caesar's Palace. So I don't understand what makes them think that it would do good in today's society when we're all broke. Like who cares?
Unless they have the idea that they're going to televise it or make it a pay-per-view type deal. That's the only reason how I would think that they would even do it on Thanksgiving.
Bro, you should see all the damn traffic we have here. You should see all the stands. They've already got all the stands up. They've already got all the bar lights up. They've got oh my god, they literally have the stands sitting in the Bellagio fountain. Like they had to put blocks on the ground in the Bellagio fountain so the stands wouldn't crack the actual foundation. So if you have to do that to a fountain, why would you put the stands in a fountain to begin with, especially when that fountain has done nothing but bring a lot of people to Las Vegas?
That sounds like a accident waiting to happen to me.
Oh, someone died putting that shit together last year. Because he was such in a rush. He was trying to get everything done. He made one wrong move, and then he died. But they called last year's Formula One a success when someone had died. The first day someone crashed because he hit a damn pothole on the bottom of his car, and they had to cancel it that day. And then 2 days later, two people crashed into a wall, but it was a success. Come on now.
That's nuts.
Welcome to Vegas.
That's crazy.
Welcome to Vegas. I can't wait to get out of here.
No, thank you.
I can't wait to get out of here, man. I'm ready.
I've been once, done what I wanted to do, and never been back.
Well, you gotta come back because of me.
Well, yeah, but this was before. This has been 10, 15 years ago.
Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait until we move, and then like, you know what? Wherever we move to, then you know what? Save your money. Wherever we move to, I'll let you know, and then you can come visit us out there where it's a little bit prettier, and there's no chaos.
Like a little bit further north, ain't you?
I don't know yet. We don't know. We don't know if we're staying in Nevada or going to Colorado. Because Colorado is so pretty. Oh, I loved it out there. It was so pretty.
I've been through a bunch of places, but never actually stopped. Vegas is the only place that I've actually stopped. And the only reason I went to Vegas then was my brother-in-law. He was making a run out there and back. It was like a week run. And he asked me if I wanted to go, and I was like, sure, I'll go. I ain't got nothing else going on or to do. So where he was delivering to, he was running flatbed at the time. Where he was delivering to was right there off the backside of the strip of one of the businesses. And so we parked the truck and walked to the strip, and we walked into a casino. I dropped $6 in the penny slot machine and lost. And I said, well, that's my fun.
Shoot, anytime when we were going to Pennsylvania, I had like $4 on me, and anytime we go to the airport, we always just put a couple dollars in, which we don't go to the airport a lot, so that says a lot. Yeah. And I was in like 50 cent or 57 cent, and I'm like, you know what? At least it's a win. Didn't lose anything. Because the way I look at it, if you walk away, like when we the Mirage before it closed down, they gave us like $25 for a membership, and we ended up putting you had to use $1 obviously, and it was crazy because I had won like $10 and I didn't realize it, and I just kept pushing buttons because I don't gamble, so I didn't know what to do. Right. So I walked away with 57 cents, and I brought my little voucher to the thing, and I was like, it's a win. I'm leaving out of here with something. She goes, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
You know, because if you win something, like if 50 cent, 57 cent, at least it's a damn win and you didn't lose. Exactly. You know, if you're walking out of there with change, you know what? accept your fate. After that, you just gotta accept your fate. Oh my gosh. Hi everybody in chat. I'm so rude. Hi everybody in chat. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
man.
so dumb. I'm still waking up.
But yeah, I seen that on I think it was on the Discovery Channel. I brought it up on YouTube, and I watched a whole little bit on that freaking mountain, and it was so freaking cool. I was like, that'd be a good place to go visit one day.
It actually, when we went to Wickenburg, Arizona, which also has Vulture City, which is a big, huge ghost town where they do Paracon every once in a while. There's actually a couple of mountains there that look like Superstition Mountain, and we were actually, I think, like an hour away when we went to Wickenburg, and I was like, I really want to go. And my husband's like, well, we got to get back. And I was like, well, screw it. We'll go another time. And that's what made me think about going to Superstition Mountain. I was like, eventually we'll go, we'll go. And we were actually going to go last year, and we were going to actually camp out there. But the campground that we were going to go to, it was historic.
Yeah.
So all the cabins were actually history. They had like, you couldn't stay in them. And the only way you could stay there is if you had like an RV, and it was already booked out, like 10 areas. They didn't have any. So I was like, well, screw that idea.
Yeah.
Tell them about Superstition Mountain. I was telling Mr. Vegas what was going on. So that's what we're gonna check out. And then I don't know, we might go to LA. We might. I'm not sure yet. I want to go to Queen Mary.
Oh yeah.
It's open now. It's open. You
Did
can finally go to Queen. You can finally go.
It's open.
Yes. They opened it last April. It was a soft open though. They only opened it for tours, and that was it. And then I think the end of May is when they fully opened it. So it is finally open. You can do tours. You can stay there. B13, I think, is the room that's truly freaking haunted. Is $1,000 a night. If anybody's interested, 130, B130. That is the room that's stupid haunted, and it's $1,000 a night if people want to stay the night there.
No, thank you.
That's what I said.
No, thank you. $1,000 a night.
Yeah, we were gonna actually, stay at the Queen Mary last year, and the funny thing about the Queen Mary is when we went, I actually felt a connection to it. And when I was on the boat, I was like, I love this boat. It's so pretty. Oh my God, I feel so connected to it. And then later on, I found out that my grandmother actually had come to America on that boat.
Really?
Yep. And we were actually going to investigate it on her death day, which is the 25th. And I think today's the 25th, isn't it? What's today?
24th. Tomorrow's the
Okay. So we were going to actually, we were actually going to go on her death day. And last year, a lot of things were happening. So I canceled it. I was like, no, I'm not in the right energy for this. But, it's like I said, it's finally open. Anybody can do tours. The tours at the time were like $10.
Wow.
And there's 3. You have the steamboat tours, you have the paranormal information tour, and then you have the general tour where you just get a tour of the boat.
Now, I may be wrong, but in the war, didn't they kind of use that as like a hospital kind of thing as well? Or was that another boat somewhere?
I'm not sure, but I do know that it is the most strongest liner in America because it actually took out another boat and it killed over 300 people. And it actually is like the strongest built liner in America. Mm-hmm. They actually tell you that history when you're doing the general information. I think it was a hospital because it was, here's where I'm going to get my history. So don't quote me because it was a year ago. So right. I do think that it was used as a hospital. for one of the wars.
Now I did hear where they had run into another boat and they had brought the injured and stuff or
Yeah.
whatever on board. That
Yes.
may be where I'm thinking it may have been it was a hospital at one time.
Yes. When they crashed into the boat, over 300 people had died. And that boat sank, but the Queen Mary was one of the strongest liners. And they said, screw it. They just went right into the boat because it was in their way and there was no other way to get through that situation. So they just went right through the boat. I think it was a cruise ship that it went through.
Wow. Well, both
Yeah, I mean,
man. I mean, you can't hardly, if something is in your way, you've got to have like miles and stuff to be able to get around it. But, and if something's, you can't avoid it.
Exactly. So, yeah, I was like, well, they shouldn't have been in her way. And I mean, that's kind of cold-hearted to say, but I mean, you shouldn't have been in the way,
Exactly.
You should have made sure that you had enough knots and enough miles away from each ship. And I mean, that ocean is huge. It's not like it's tiny. Just saying.
Yeah, somebody fell asleep on the job because they had radars back in the day.
You had one job, bro. You had one job.
Exactly.
And you fucked it up.
Fell asleep.
Yeah, fucked it up. So, but yeah, the history on the Queen Mary is amazing. They have a lot of, matter of fact, so the story behind B-31, they say that one of the guys, there was two people that stayed there, and it was funny because the water had come on, they turned it off, and things were happening in the cabin, and the people were like, they were getting to the point that, I think it's because the dude had a heart attack in the B-31 or B-130. I can't even get my numbers right. B-130. And what had happened was the guy had a heart attack in it. Nobody knows how. Nobody knows what happened. Nobody knows why he had a heart attack. But whenever people stay there, this one couple had stayed in there, and they were actually calling the front desk saying, "Okay, you can stop all the effects." And they're like, "There's no effects in that room."
Right.
And they were like, "Well, we have all this stuff happening. Can you come make it stop?" And they're like, "No, what happens in that room is we don't understand why it happens." They said that they packed up their shit and left.
Didn't the female also die in that room?
I don't know.
I was thinking for some reason there was a female.
A female maid had came in and found him. That's basically what they had said. I know in the pool room, they actually open up the pool for investigations now.
Cool.
That pool room has been closed for many years. So they've opened it up for investigations, but a little girl did die in the pool. She drowned.
That may be where I'm getting it mixed up. But I was swearing somebody said that a female had passed away in that room.
No, a little girl had passed away in the pool. And she makes herself known if you investigate the pool area. She makes herself known.
Really?
Yeah. She'll they say that you see water footsteps around the pool, and she sings, and she actually communicates with anybody that will communicate with her.
Wow.
So, and the Winchester House, oh my God, that place is gorgeous. Anybody ever been there?
The Winchester House?
Oh, yeah.
Is that the one where rooms mysteriously get built or whatever? The lady was crazy or something, and she thought about, she had to keep building. If not,
yes.
Okay.
Sarah Winchester.
Yeah.
Yeah. The movie Rose Red was based off of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that movie. But yeah, Sarah Winchester. Her husband was builder of the Winchester guns, and she thought that because of all the guns that were killing people, they were actually haunting her. and they said that the only way to keep the spirits from haunting her was basically to build a house. They kept telling her to build a house, constantly build a house. Like, there are so many rooms there that go. I mean, there is one that goes down the outside. There is a stairwell that goes to the roof. It actually used to be a 7-story building, but they had an earthquake and it actually killed 2 floors. And the house is just beautiful. Like, it is gorgeous.
There's a door that goes to nowhere. It's just outside. It's just a door.
Yep.
You open up that door and you're going down.
Yep. So, and then they have we didn't get the tour of the basement, but we did get the tour a lot. I mean, there's rooms that are like the stairs to go up. Oh my God, they're so tiny. And it's like, in the hallway is like so like narrow. You literally have to, if you're a big person, you got to walk up that shit sideways. Cause I mean, that little stairway is so narrow. It's crazy. Let's see, the kitchen, it is how it looks. There's windows and there is doors on each side. They had actually the rope, you know how like you put for like if you're going to like a movie or something, you have to walk around the rope.
Mm-hmm.
They have that there so you don't get lost.
Wow.
Oh my God, it is amazing there. It's a maze. If you take the wrong turn, you get lost. So they actually had to put roping around each area so the tour guides wouldn't get lost.
That's crazy.
But there's a lot of cool places out here. There really is. In Alcatraz. Oh, dear Alcatraz. I can't wait.
You talking about the prison Alcatraz?
Yes.
Oh man, that place right there, I bet it's freaking got all kinds of freaking spirits, and I bet you get all kinds of good footage out there.
So you can't investigate it because of liability issues. Really? And it's $20K if you want to investigate it.
No.
Yep, it's $20K. And you have to sign a waiver, and you're stuck there overnight, and sucks to be you if anything happens, because you won't get a boat until the next morning.
That's crazy.
But yep, it's between $20K to investigate it. I'm sorry. If I ever have that much money, which I doubt I ever will, I still won't do it.
If I got $20K, I'm not doing it. I'm paying bills.
Right? If I got $20K, shit, that's going in the bank for my kid's future.
Right.
Fuck that noise.
$20K, I'm paying bills.
Shoot, I'm gonna pay off my Durango. But I mean, people have it and they do it, and I'm just like, you're stupid.
That's crazy.
So while you're there, like, you can actually film and wish and hope for, you can hope for the best when you're filming and see if you get EVPs, but you'll never know if it's EVP because, it's always crowded. And you can't just show up. You have to make reservations.
Right.
And it's $100 a person.
You can't do EVPs because it'd be too many people talking and there's echoing and
Yep.
Just be ridiculous.
Yep. And it's to actually do it, I think it's like $100 a person for reservation.
Yeah. Plus
the flight, plus rental, plus your hotel stay and everything else. So have fun. Now we're probably gonna do it eventually when everything is finally taken care of, or when we live a little bit closer, because that's something I definitely want to do is Alcatraz.
Yeah, I'd like to take a tour and then maybe try to film and not get caught.
Oh, you can film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can film. You just can't investigate.
See, you could probably catch a shadow. Well, I don't know. That would kind of be redundant too, because it'd be crowded. You couldn't distinguish it, I guess, from people and a spirit.
Well, if we do the tour, we're doing a night tour. I'm not doing a day tour because that's just when all the people go, during the day, because, that's a huge tourist attraction. So if we go, we're going to go nighttime.
Right.
I'm not paying no $20K. You done lost your damn mind. Well, we'll just put it on a firm. We'll just put it on a credit card. Do you accept Visa? You ever? Oh, dude, have you ever heard of Affirm,
Uh-uh.
bro?
Ooh,
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
yeah. That's you can buy stuff and make monthly payments or whatever.
bro. $1,200 later. Oh my god. I literally I got so we we need we need another REM pod because I like mine, I love mine. I just need another one because if I'm in one room and Mr. Vegas is in another room, it'd be nice to have, a REM pod in like each room. And so I've been wanting to get another one now for a while. So Mr. Vegas yesterday told me about Affirm, and he's like, well, go on Amazon and see if you can apply for it or get, approved for it. They should have never approved me for the amount they approved me for. Dear Jesus God.
Yeah, I think I tried to get they told me hell no.
And they said, fuck you, your credit sucks.
Exactly. They said hell no. Sorry, you're gonna have to pay us.
So I bought a new REM pod yesterday, and then today, $800 later. Jesus Christ.
Golly.
But the kids need stuff. We need stuff for the house. And that actually saves me from having to go to Walmart. And I was going to actually go to Walmart and spend that much today anyways. So I was like, well, fuck it. Might as well just pay it in payments and I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Because like we need bath wash and all that stuff. Because I like to stock up on that stuff so I don't have to shop for it.
Yeah.
And, stuff for the kids and they need their stuff. So it's like, whatever.
Amazon
And the girls,
REM pod that I like, and it's not as expensive as the round one that they've got on Amazon.
mm-hmm.
It's a little cheaper. I'd like to get that one once I can get a little bit of money ahead.
I'm looking at the chat real quick. I keep forgetting sometimes that we're live. Right. Yeah, it hasn't even like updated on my end. Someone says I'm learning some PW said she's learning so much. And then yeah, I painted my toenails the other day. I get it. Because I pay my toenails like every month or every couple months.
Your toenails?
Yeah. It's a superstition that I have. They have to look pretty, and that's when I make my money.
I used to do that. I got my license. I don't have my license. I graduated nail school, but I never got my license because I wanted to go into aesthetics right afterwards.
Right. Okay.
And then worry about my license afterwards, because once you graduate, you can get your license, anytime.
What made you get into it?
Well, at the time, I was falsely led that nail techs make a lot of money. But here's the thing: if you go to a place and you rent a booth, you've got to buy all of your stuff. You've got to pay.
Yeah.
So basically, you're making minimum wage.
That's how the strippers are here. Like they have to. To those that don't know, the strippers here, they actually have to rent a booth in order to work that night. So some of them actually pay like $200 to like go to work. I'm sorry, if I gotta pay you to go to work,
right?
No, I don't think so. And here's a fun fact to also know about the strippers, right? So I pick up when I do work overnights, because I work at all different hours now. And it's funny because when I do pick up strippers, they don't tip people. But you're working in a tipping industry where you make mad tips and you don't know how to tip your driver. Make that make sense. Like you're in it, right?
They automatically fix that stuff in there.
Well, the thing about it is, it's like you're working in an industry where you're working for tips only, where you're working to have money thrown at you. I'm
Right.
actually doing a job where I'm bringing you to that establishment, and you can't tip your driver. And because I have probably picked up probably about maybe 10 strippers so far and brought them to their locations. Not one has ever tipped me. And it's like, but you work in a tipping industry.
Exactly.
That's a good way for me to give you a 1-star, 2-star, because, you know, you work in Vegas, you live here, you know the industry, and yet you think because you have a hot body and you look pretty that you don't have to tip other people. That's not how this works. But you want to know something? You do you, boo. And when your karma hits you and you make shitty money that day, you should learn why you're making shitty money that day. Because a lot of people don't know what goes around comes around.
Yep.
So what?
I just don't give how they sell their body for money, but they don't make that much. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying I would. I'm saying if I was stripping, I would make tons of money.
I hear you back there.
That's my son, Matthew.
Oh, me.
Oh my god, my kids are funny. Oh, they crack me up. Well,
But
the
don't
bottle
they-
girls,
outside of the booth that they have to, they pay for or whatnot or whatever, how that works. They also, part of that money that they make goes toward the business itself, right?
I'm sorry, what?
The money that they say I get a lap dance and I have to pay $100 for that lap dance for 3 songs or whatnot. Don't part of that money that you give to that dancer, that exotic dancer, whatever you want to call her, outside of strippers, don't part of that money go toward the business?
No, the that's included in the booth. That's included in their rent, I guess they call it.
Huh. So anything outside that $200 they pay for that area,
Yeah.
that booth or whatnot, is theirs.
Pretty much. So if they say like they have to go to work and they have to pay $300 a night, right?
Right.
So that $300 is what they pay. So if they make $700 to $800 to $1,000, they only bring home $300 or $700. Yeah, they only bring home $700.
Right.
The bottle girls. I actually talked to one over the weekend. She said that she makes $10K a night. And sometimes she said that one night she brought home over $50K. I said, bitch, I'm in the wrong business.
But now, what's a bottle girl?
So basically, it's a bottle girl is where they bring you your champagne, they bring you their, the wine, and they pretty much look, sexy. And they pretty much walk around the restaurant basically half naked. And they're very pretty, they're very skinny. And and some of the tables in the bars are actually like, $10K, $50K or whatever.
So
And then,
high rollers.
huh?
So basically, they're serving the high rollers, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she said she brought home one night. She said she brought home $50K, and I was like, oh my god,
Lord, if I brought home $50K in one night.
dude. And she said she actually said that she's trying to save. She said she puts the majority of it away, and then what she's trying to do is buy a house. So, what she's doing is paying her bills here and there, and then the rest of it she just puts it away. Must be nice to bring home $50K.
That's it. I'm done. I'm fixing to lose weight. I don't care how I do it. I'm fixing to grow
Right?
my hair out, put some makeup on. I'm gonna be me a bottle girl.
There you go. I'm exactly, man. Not eat for fucking months.
Right.
I'm gonna have to get skin surgery, skin removal surgery.
Same here.
Oh my god. But yeah, some of the jobs here, they're actually pretty cool. Like when we drop off people at like the strip clubs and stuff, We actually get like, kickbacks, which we get money too. So if I drop you off at a dispensary, I get like 15, $20. If I drop you off at a strip club, I get between 50 to 100, depending on what strip club. One of them, I think it's Crazy Horse 3. I think they pay us like $150 per man, per dude.
Crazy Horse.
So-
There used to be a Crazy Horse down there in Homestead where I used to live.
Yeah, so we have Crazy Horse 1, 2, and 3. They knocked down Crazy Horse 2. 3 is over by Russell. I haven't seen Crazy Horse 1. But Crazy Horse 3 pays you $150 per dude. So if I bring like 4 dudes, that's like $600 in one night.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Bruh.
you need to talk to your business and say, look, man, DoorDash be adding the tips in. Y'all need to do that too.
Right. Shit. So, I mean, there's money to be made out here. It's just people, and that's why I don't understand why there's so much homeless out here. I really don't get it. Because
Well-
you're toothless already. Go dance on a pole. You're already skinny and toothless. I mean, what the fuck?
Well, see, here's the thing, though. People don't want to work. They want them handouts. They don't.
Bro. You don't want to know how much I made last week. You don't want to fucking know.
See, I wished they had Uber and stuff around here, but they don't. They don't even have. My town does not even have a taxi service. I have to go to the next town over, which is probably about 15 to 20 miles.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Because I was going to, when I went to North Carolina the first time when I got COVID, I was trying to find a taxi that would take me from my area to Manchester, which is the next town for the bus stop. Well,
Right.
I called a taxi service. He was going to have to come from that area to my area to pick me up and take me. It was going to cost me $100.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, the highest I've gotten paid on a ride here recently, I think it was like $50, and that was to go from Boulder City to the Strip.
I wished I had the money to invest in a car, maybe 2 cars, and start a taxi service in this town, because there's not one. There's not even Uber. There's nothing in this town.
And well, you also, don't you live in one of those towns that are like somewhat like not on a map,
No, it's on a map.
but it's okay. I remember going through it. I remember bringing you home. But I remember it also being, it basically looks like, like you're going through,
Yeah,
Tonopah.
from County 9 to County 9, it'd take you about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes.
Right? Yeah, because I remember
It's not a big town at all.
that was an experience. Driving down the road in a fucking snowstorm.
Exactly. I'm sitting there like, what is that, snow? It's freezing.
What the? And then trying to investigate in some damn snow.
Yep.
Oh my god. I was like, the universe really hating life now.
By the time we left there was snow on the ground, covered.
Sure was. Oh my gosh. Time we got through traffic, everyone freaking out because there was snow, and I was like, it's just snow. What the fuck?
Was it April 3rd, April 4th, your first part?
I think it was around. Yeah, it was around that time. I think it was like, well, we left here April 3rd. We got there April 4th. I got you because I think the investigation was either the 5th or the 6th. I don't remember because we left here on a Wednesday, and then we didn't get back till that Sunday. I spent more time on the road in that time frame than I did even just sitting down. every time we got together, we were doing something. I'm like, damn it, we got to drive again.
Yep.
And then the trip to Walmart. Oh my god.
Oh, that was a blast.
Oh, Lori and her craziness.
Oh,
How
man,
did that song go?
that was crazy.
How does that song go? How did she sing it?
I don't even know. I can't even remember.
Oh, what were we doing? We were doing something. And Lori just came out of the blue with one song, and we all were just like tripping balls. And we're like, what the fuck?
Hey,
Oh, that
Faye.
looks down. Hey. My chat just updated.
Did it? It's I don't know. On the YouTube side, it's good, but it on Restream it's kind of slow.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, because this is a whole new different layout that I have. It's a whole different layout.
Yeah, this is Restream instead of StreamYard. I got rid of StreamYard.
I don't imagine. I mean, shit, whatever's cheaper, right?
Well, I'm using free. I used free on StreamYard, but
Mm-hmm.
StreamYard updated their whole freaking system. My mic, my studio mic, wouldn't work. It wouldn't communicate with my my webcam and microphone that's on it.
Right.
So I got rid of StreamYard. This one doesn't have a settings for a studio mic. It probably would if I disconnected the webcam. But when I plugged in the studio mic, it doesn't register on this app right here, this Restream.
That's too many complications.
Yeah, so I just got rid of the studio mic. This mic and camera works good, so I'll just deal with it like it is. No sweat, no worries, no use to get mad.
Right. Well, I mean, like things in life aren't worth you getting mad at anyways, unless it's like a life dramatic change.
Exactly.
I've
Yeah.
learned I've learned that in the last couple of months that, like, dude. So here's one for you. So Jessica, Webb's wife, she just recently got a new vehicle, and so she parks her car in a parking lot. And every time I'd get a ride over there, I'd check it. I'd check to see if it was there. So last Wednesday, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. No, it was Tuesday. I was working and I had saw the car and I was like, honey, I think Webb is trying to tell you something because the car is still here. And she was like, you know what? She started thinking about it. She's like, you know what? You're right. Let's go get it and bring it to the house. So we get it taken care of. We get a new battery and everything. And then Wednesday, I drive it back to the house. So when Webb passed away, I used the song "See You Again" by Wiz Khalifa, right?
Yeah.
I shit you not. I'm turning into their neighborhood, and that song just comes on.
No.
Bro. I lost it because I was like, that was him saying thank you, for me to, help her out and bring, the car home.
Right.
And she's like, I don't know why you do this to yourself. I said, honey, this song literally just came on. Literally just came on. And she's like, get out. I'll move it, because like I seriously lost it. And, it was also around the anniversary. It was also around his birthday, so last week was a little bit rough.
Yeah.
But, after when you seriously lose someone that's really next to you and, life bullshit now, it means nothing.
Yeah. Well, see, that's like I had to spend, which cut me short on finances this month, but it's okay. It is what it is. But I had to spend $250 to get my zero turn that my son gifted me running again. Usually I would have gotten mad. I'd have gotten pissed off about it, but I didn't. Because it's life, things are going to happen.
Right.
And getting pissed over spilled milk. So
exactly, because when my Durango died, I literally the extra money that I had put aside, it was actually for something else. And when that happened, I was like, oh well. And Ghost Tracers and I were really good friends. I don't know if anybody knows who GT Adventures is. But him and I are like best friends. And so I was calling him and I was, talking to him about it. And I was letting him know, hey, this is what's going on. And he's like, you're just really calm about it. He goes, me, I'd be pissed or whatever. And I'm like, why get mad over something you can't change?
Exactly.
It's like, all right, well, that money was supposed to go to this. And then come to find out, I wasted the money anyways. Does it piss me off a little bit? Yes. But at the same time, it's a lesson learned. Don't always buy what you want because it may not be the outcome that you're looking for.
Yeah.
you know, because I wanted the Durango for so long and I wanted the newer version. But after all this is going on with it, I'm finding out that it has cylinder issues, engine issues, all this stuff now. And I'm like, nobody could have told me this when I was buying it. Like, I could have saved myself 30 grand,
Yeah.
you know? So I was really pissed off about it, like in the moment for like a second. And then I'm like, well, you can't change it. It's still happening. It's going to do what it wants to do, whether you want it to or not.
Yeah,
And after that, it's just like, whatever. So whenever universe throws shit at me, I'm like, all right, how are we going to navigate around this?
exactly. See, that's what I've gotten into the mind frame now. Is when something happens, it's like, okay, what's my next step to do? What do I need to do to, like you say, get around this? You know, how do I need to overcome it? It's like we say in the military, adapt and overcome.
Exactly. You know,
Situation and you overcome the issue.
the universe is putting a speed bump in your path. How are you going to get over it? And then when you figure out to get over it, then it puts another one in your path. And then after that, when you figure that one, you're going down the road for a little bit. And then another speed bump comes out of the blue. And you're just like, all right, how are we going to get over this speed bump?
Yeah.
And that's basically life nowadays. You know what it is? Like, I mean, I'm learning this and this time as well. And it's like, why get mad? Why get mad? You can't get mad because it's just unwanted stress, unwanted migraines, unwanted bullshit. And then you're pissed off at the world. You're pissed off at your family, and your family didn't even do anything.
And here's the thing. You getting pissed off is not helping the situation. It's actually gradually making it worse.
Exactly.
Because when you're still pissed off and then you got this other speed bump that the universe has put in front of you, you're going to get, I mean, it's just a never ending cycle. So why get mad about something you can't change? Like you said a while ago.
And that if people would learn that, they would understand why I'm so giddy and stress free all the time, because I don't give a fuck anymore. It's like, oh, you're going to throw this at me? All right. Challenge accepted, bitch. Let's go. Let's do this. How are we going to navigate around your bullshit today?
Yep.
Like yesterday, I think after my third rider, I just accepted my fate for the day and just kept on going. I was like, whatever. Monday morning, I had this rider. Oh my God. First thing out of her mouth, it's not, hey, your name is such and such. How are you doing today? It's, I need to sit up front. And I said, sorry, but I don't allow people to sit up front. And she goes, well, I have problems. And I was like, so does half America. You know what I'm saying? So does half of America. Just because you have problems, you don't need to sit up front. She's like, well, I just need to sit up front. And I was like, again, ma'am, I'm sorry, but you're not sitting up front. When you sit up front, it's for a group of 4. You know what I'm saying? Like four people. That's it. Because I only have room for like 4 extra people in my car.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, next time I get a ride, I'm going to sit here and call Lyft and see if they can give me a driver that'll let me sit up front. I was like, good luck with that, because most of us don't let people sit up front. But do you, boo? Yeah, she gave me 1 star. I wonder why.
Well, at least you got 1 star.
I know, right? Because, I don't know if y'all seen my videos on Lyft, but we are just so tired of these people. We really are. And then a lot of these people are like, good that you guys are standing your grounds, because, in the app, especially when it's a insurance ride app, because I know it's an insurance ride because the name is capitalized. Yeah. And, so in the app, it tells you, please sit in the back of the car, put on your seatbelt. You cannot sit up front. And some of these riders feel that they're entitled. Yeah. And it's like, I even put in the app, gave her 1 star, and I put, rider felt entitled to sit up front.
And you know what I'm going to do? Next time I see you and Mr. Vegas, I'm going to tell Mr. Vegas, look, you got to get in the back. I got to sit up front because I got problems.
Oh my God. He'll probably be like, join the club, bro. We all got problems. But the audacity of some of these riders, I just laugh. I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even going to entertain you. Get in the back.
I got one even better. I'll just tell him, scoot over. You're sitting on the hump because I'm riding shotgun.
There you go. Oh my gosh, these people, they crack me up. They really do. Then I have a mat in the back seat, right? because I had a lady, I picked him up from a bar, and the lady puked all over the back of my truck. Oh God, I was pissed. Oh, I was so pissed. I even yelled at the people. I said, now I have to turn off the app. I said, now I got to send Lyft pictures. I said, then I got to wait for them to pay me now. I said, I am going to charge you for the, cleaning fee. Then I said, now I have to go find a vacuum and also find a place where I can clean your mess up. And I was like, you know what? I was like, this is fucked up. I was like, how do you not know you're going to throw up? I was like, you could have let me know, and you could have told me to pull over, and I'd have been gladly, to pull over for you. He's like, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And he's like, this is so gross. I'm like, well, at least you got it on you and not me, And then, so I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a mat for the back seat. I had this one entitled bitch get in my car, and she was so pissed because there's a mat sitting on the back seat and she couldn't put her seatbelt in. And I'm like, she's like, I bet you I'm the only one that complains about this back mat. And I'm like, yes, you are, ma'am. You are the only one that has complained about it as of right now. Because people get in my car, they automatically understand why it's there. You act like a dog, I'm going to treat you like a dog.
See, I got one of those. I started to say you need to get one of those things that look like a freaking hammock in the back. That way they have to lay down back there.
Bro. No, because then they would get too comfortable and they start doing things. No, I'm good.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because you got to think, this is Vegas.
Yeah.
Now,
you have some things going on in the back seat you really don't want going on.
There you go. I've even told people, please no funny business in the back seat of my car. I appreciate it. Thanks.
So it's basically policy for Lyft for people to sit in the back, right?
Yes.
So what if you have somebody that say like they have a leg brace, they can't bend it. Now, is that a situation where they would be able to ride up front, or do you have to scoot?
I scoot the chair all the way up, and I'm like, you got room.
All right.
I give no fucks, because, at the end of the day, and I hate to be cold-hearted about this, your problems are not my problems.
Right.
I'm not a nurse. I'm not a CNA. I'm not qualified.
I had to ask because, the policy saying that you have to sit in the back if somebody has like a medical issue going on with their leg, they can't bend it. If that was a situation where then they would be allowed to sit up front or how that worked.
No, normally I would just move the seat up because my back seat is really spacious as it is. So it would be no excuse for someone to sit up front. And even if the ones that say I get car sick, okay, then cancel the ride, order another one.
Right.
That's what I tell them, because I'm not comfortable as it is with riders sitting up front, because you don't know how crazy these people out here are crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to strangle me while I'm driving. I don't know if you're going to punch me while I'm driving. I don't know if you're going to sit here and stop my car while I'm driving. I don't know what your intentions are. You're not sitting up front unless there's a party of 4. And even that is iffy sometimes. Yeah. So even in that case, if there is a group of 4 and if there's a female in the group, I always have the female sit up front, because in the past I've had a very disgusting, situation happen where verbally, nothing physical or anything. So ever since then, I've said, you know what, females up front. And then I've actually gotten questioned for that. I'm like, why does it matter if I'm asking a female to sit up front? I'm like, the fact is, I'm asking a female to sit up front. Just get the fuck up front and let's get this moving.
Right.
It's a boundary that I have. And why are you questioning my boundaries? You're in my car. I have a boundary in my car. Why does it matter? And these people, man, they're like I said, they get entitled, and I'm just like, okay, this is the energy we're doing. Gotcha. But these people, they try to take advantage of us, and I'm just not one for that. So I ignore it.
Well, these days now, man, it's I feel for taxi drivers, Lyft drivers, Uber drivers. You're taking a chance every time you go out. So I commend you for what you do.
Oh, I appreciate that. I really do. And I stay in areas that are busy. And if I get rides like that are far out, I won't accept it unless it's a busy night. And then I'll accept my fate for that night. But normally I go to the Strip, or I'll go to Henderson, where it's a little bit safer. And I stay in well-lit areas. I stay in busy areas. So they're only in my car for the longest, like 10 minutes.
Right.
I won't do like right now because I'm in so many ride challenges. I will not go anywhere where I have to take long rides. Not right now. So, I make sure at nighttime I'm safe because my daughter worries about me too. She does.
Yeah.
She stays up until I get home. I feel so loved. I have a, and if anything does happen, I have a tag in my car.
Yeah.
I have what are they? Those little tiles. I have one in my car, and I have a knife. So, or if someone wants to be dumb, we're gonna cause an accident. You want to
Right.
take my life? Guess what? We both going.
Exactly.
Guess what? You want to be dumb and try and take my life? All right, I'm gonna plow us into a police car. I'm gonna plow us into a building. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna plow us into something.
Exactly.
I'm gonna bring attention to myself.
I seen a movie that was like that one time. They this female, she had this suspicious guy in the car, and he wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and she kind of reached around and put the seatbelt on, and she sped up and then ran it into like a tree or a building. I can't remember what it was, and the dude wound up going through the front windshield.
Yeah, because that's what made me think about that. Because last year in December, this guy had ordered a ride, and he was acting suspicious, and he actually killed the driver, and it was a female driver. And I told myself, okay, so if that ever happens, what am I gonna do? So I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm gonna bring a scene. I'm bringing attention to myself. I'm gonna let someone know, hey, there's something not right about the situation. I'm gonna plow into the Bellagio. I'm gonna plow into whatever casino I'm near if someone ever does that. I'm gonna make a scene. So this way, someone knows that something's not right.
Exactly.
And I also have a dash cam too. So when people see that dash cam, their demeanor, I see the difference in the demeanor when they see the dash cam. Once they see that dash cam, they go from la di da di da to, oh shit, I'm gonna be recorded.
Right.
So you can definitely tell when the energies change. And then, some of them will have an attitude when they get in my car. This one girl, she acted like a fool, and she didn't realize she was on dash cam. She goes, well, I'm going to report you to Lyft. I have text messages. And I said, honey, I have your behavior on dash cam. You have a great day.
Yeah.
Oh, her face dropped. It's one of those things. Okay, you can act a fool. I got it all on dash cam. And I even put that on the channel. I put it on the channel from beginning to end on how she acted. So I mean, that's one of the reasons I did get a dash cam was because of all the stupid shit that I was dealing with off, behind the scenes. So now that I have the dash cam, people have actually acted okay. And one person was filming without my knowledge. So I reported the dash cam in February. You just recently reported this. They've known about the dash cam since February when I put it on the app, because it is on the app. Driver has dash cam, you might be recorded.
Yeah.
So these people that want to sit here and say all this stuff, well, this and that and this, well, your behavior is being recorded. So, and Lyft already knows. And here recently, I had a rider call me a dumb bitch because I didn't allow her in my car without a car seat for her 4-year-old. I was like, okay, do you, boo? I'm a dumb bitch, but you're the one that doesn't have a car seat. So who's a dumb bitch now?
Exactly.
That's why you're not in my car.
How did you get there without a car seat in the first place?
The bus.
Oh, yeah.
I actually refused 2 riders yesterday that didn't have a car seat. One lady, she had a So make this make sense. You have a baby and you have a car seat for the baby. The car seat for your other kid, he's too big for that, and you don't have a booster seat for your child, knowing that he's too big for the other one. Why don't you have a booster seat if you know he's too big for the other car seat?
See, that's
Like-
I don't get people because, okay, buses you don't have to have, okay? They arrive there in a bus, a Lyft, which is a car, Uber, which is a car, taxi, which is a car. You've got to have, it's law, you got to have a car seat.
In rideshare, yes. In taxis, no.
Taxis,
nope, you don't have to have them in taxis. But in rideshare, yes, you do, because you are in someone else's vehicle. It's almost like you're taking your own car. In a rideshare, yes. Taxis, no. So if you don't need a car seat for your kid, take a taxi.
Yeah. I feel
You know.
would have to have them as well.
I thought so too until I looked it up. That's the Nevada's rules. I looked it up. Alcohol is not allowed. Open containers are not allowed, and lifts. And oh my God, I've had to tell so many people either slam it down, cancel the ride, or throw it away.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
I've had people.
it's actually a personal vehicle and it's not a business. Like
There you go. There you go. It's a personal vehicle. It's not taxis. It's not the bus. Even the buses don't allow it. So it's like if the buses don't allow it, and why would rideshare allow it? I mean, I don't know about taxis. I'm not sure about taxis, but no open containers are allowed in any vehicle at all. And if you have alcohol, I tell you, it's not allowed in my car. And some of them understand, and some of them get an attitude, and they'll rate me shitty because it's like, you're rating my account shitty because I told you to get rid of your alcohol. Tell me you're entitled without telling me you're entitled.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, but it's Vegas, and I'm like, and you still have to abide the law. You still have to. You still have to. Do the law. You have to abide by the rules. Just because it's Vegas, that don't mean shit. People are like, well, isn't it your job to sit here and drive us around with alcohol? I'm like, no, that's not my job. My job is to get you where you need to go safely. I even had someone tell me, well, your job is to sit here and clean up puke and take us where we need to go. I said, what? I said, what'd you say? He goes, that's your job, is to take us and have us puke in your car. I'm like, no, that's not my job. My job is to get you where you need to go safely. Like, the entitlement of these people is real. It's real.
They don't understand that is your personal vehicle. If you got stopped for speeding, he's sitting back there with an open container, you get charged with it.
I lose my licenses because I have to have 3. I have to have 3 licenses. I have my TNC, I have my business license, and then I also have my regular license. So to do Lyft, I need 3 licenses. And I have to pay $200 for the business license. The TNC, since I've been doing Lyft for a while, has actually gone down quite a lot. And then, of course, my regular license, which I still have to renew that every couple of years as well. Plus, renew my registration and stuff like that. And even the Lyft app, you have to update your information. So my license, the business license, I have to update that every April. The TNC one, I have to redo that every November 1st.
Well, you have to have special insurance as well, don't you?
Yep, and I have to renew that every couple. I have to upload it every couple months to make sure that my policy is still up. Let's see what else. My registration, I have to renew that every year. I have to upload that every year. Smog test, inspections, I have to upload that every year. So if my car doesn't pass inspection, I can't work.
Yeah. We don't have inspections here in Tennessee.
We don't have them here either. We only have smog, and if you're just registering a car, it's smog and the VIN number. You have to, because there's 3 VIN numbers on your car. You have one on the door, you have one on your dashboard, and I think you have one in your glove box. I forget where the third one is, but I know there's one on the door, there's one in your windshield, and I don't know where the other one is.
Well, I can't say all of Tennessee. Here in my town, you don't have to run your car through inspections to make sure it's, the catalytic converter's doing what it's supposed to do and all that other garbage.
Right.
I think in your bigger cities, they have what they call a wheel tax. But we don't have that here either.
Well, because you also live in a smaller town.
Yeah.
And that's understandable. But it's out here, because, we're such a big city and we're such a busy city. Like, dude, I don't know how many times I went to the airport last night. Oh my God. Yesterday I did 30 rides. The other day I did 20, and the other day I did 15. I'm exhausted.
I bet.
I'm exhausted. And this weekend I had another ride challenge, and I accepted the lower one because I was like, nah, I'm not doing 90 rides. I'm good. 90 rides for almost $300. I'm good. I'll accept my fate for this weekend.
Yeah.
That's too many damn rides, for real. That's just way too many rides. I have not seen the chat update at all. Because I have the chat on my thing, and it has not updated.
Auntie just come in. There's nobody here. There's 3 people here.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody's questions or anything.
Nah. Skinner's here. Auntie Mama just come in. I think maybe Bootsy is still here. Maybe PW.
Mm-hmm. Because she said she was doing something, but she's listening.
Yeah. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump on. It's been an hour and a half.
Oh Lordy, we've been talking that long.
Yeah, I didn't know it until I just looked right before Auntie come in.
Damn.
Didn't even seem like it's an hour and a half.
Fact so. But that's what happens when you're having fun.
Exactly. Get somebody up here and we talk and carry on and have fun and laugh, and it goes by like ain't nobody did.
Right. And you're probably the only person that I'll talk to aside from Nate in the next couple of days, because I have been so antisocial lately. I really have. And it's nothing personal. It's just you know how you get into those moods where you just don't want to talk to people.
Yeah.
And it's just you're just like blah. It's one of those blah.
Yeah.
So.
But thank you for coming up here and talking and hanging out.
Of course, always.
It's always fun.
It really is, and
when we talk about the old times and stuff and laugh and carry on.
Yeah, it was a fun time. It just I really wish I could have done without the two other people. I could have.
Yeah.
No, looking back at it today, it would have been fun with just the 4 or 5 of us.
Yeah.
It really would have. We probably would have had more evidence anyways.
Yeah, I think so.
We would have had better. We would have had better evidence anyways.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Well, you have a good rest of your evening. I know you're 2 hours behind me, so.
Of course, yeah, it's 5:30 here.
Yes, it's 7:30.
Right.
I gotta eat dinner.
Yeah, same. I'm getting ready to do mine I'm getting ready to eat mine right now.
I've gotten to where I usually eat dinner right about 7, 8 o'clock.
There you go. What are you making?
Ham sandwich. That's all I could afford these last 2 weeks.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, shit's hot. Well, like I said, I had to spend $250 on the mower to get it running, which ham sandwiches and chips. I'm fine with.
You know what? It feeds the belly, so that's all that matters, right?
Hey, yeah, I don't mind ham sandwiches. I was raised on ham sandwiches and turkey sandwiches and soups and.
Right.
Heck yeah, man! Ain't nothing wrong with that. Personally, I like me a fried bologna sandwich every once in a while. It's real good.
Man, me and my son was talking about that because I wanted to smoke a big log of bologna, and then
hell yeah! Especially home smoked. What kind of wood were you going to use?
apple.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
It basically turns it into big slices of bacon.
Yeah. Yep. But
Good shit.
Well, when you come out here, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna have some fun when you finally do get your ass out here.
well, it's like December. I won't have to pay for this laptop anymore every month, so that's an extra $100 I can put into savings on top of what I'm putting $50 a month in savings right now.
There you go.
But here lately, I've been having to dig it out and get groceries and stuff like that. But
take care of you though. Don't worry about other things. Take care of you. Make you happen.
Yeah. So after December, I can put an extra $100 a month in the bank for savings. So
there you go. And when life hits your ass, don't get mad. Just accept your fate.
Exactly. That's the way I've been. I mean, like I said, I didn't get ill because the mower broke down and I had to spend that money. I didn't get ill. It's running. I'm good to go. After December, I'll be even better. So
there you go. There you go. At the end of the day, you just got to keep it moving.
Exactly. And then once I got over this little bump I've gotten over, I'll just take the next little bump as it comes along.
Anybody have a favorite fork that they use? You ever have a favorite fork that you use?
Huh?
I have tiny hands, so I have to use smaller forks. And I have a favorite fork, but I can't find it. Because I have to use the littler forks that we have because my hands are so tiny.
Yeah.
I can't find my little port. There it is. Found it. Yeah, I found it.
Alrighty. All right. Well, you be safe, and everybody else have a good night and be safe out there. Okay, guys.
All righty. We'll talk to you later.
All right. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Bye.
Ah. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for being here. And it's all right that you was a little late, Auntie. You was here. That's all that matters. Hope you guys have a good